Welcome to Setting Intentions with Guided Meditation. I have a special guest today. You can't see her, but her name is Fossa, but you can see my hand going up and down, petting her. That's a dog that I'm sitting, but I'm live event host with Humanities team, and I'm also meditation teacher and spiritual healer. And I have Garth here with me today. Yeah. Want to say hi and a little about yourself?
Hi, I live in Oregon and I've been with Humanities team for 10 years or so and um, glad to be here supporting Charissa. There
Thank
she
you.
is. Good morning or
And
afternoon or wherever you are.
and I'm connecting from Lafayette, Colorado. And where are you connecting from, Jodine?
Idaho.
Okay, right between us.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining me here and joining Garth and I today. So, just out of curiosity, what pulled you to come to this class today, setting intentions and meditation?
Well, I'm trying to get into the habit of making meditation a part of my day. And I've done a little bit, but uh, I need some guidance.
Yeah. Well, we can go into that too today because since we're the only ones here, we could go into different types of meditation and I can share my own journey if you're okay with that.
Sure.
And then and then we can go into setting intentions and then I can talk about the energies of the time.
Okay.
So most of the time, I talk about Mayan cosmology and gene keys with Richard Rudd. And if you're not familiar with them, we can give you the links for
Okay.
those. Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's coming to me about meditation, and feel free to mute or stay unmuted. It's up to you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's coming to me is I used to sing in the choir at Agape Spiritual Center with Reverend Michael and Ricky Beebe. And one of the events that I sang at, and I still sing in the choir at my church here in Colorado, but that was in Los Angeles. And one of the events I went to was the Parliament of World Religions. And it's a wonderful organization because I really feel that they are about world peace because it's about coming together, bringing these religions together to see what we have in common versus seeing our separation or our differences. So there's literally hundreds of different types of meditation, and there's Sikh, and there's different religions that come there, Catholic and everything. And they come there and we can learn from them and meditate. And there was this person from India, and I guess he's really famous, but I didn't know him. Sri Ravi Shrinki is his name. But he didn't advertise he was there, I guess because there can be like mobs or like huge crowds of people, which is kind of interesting. And so literally there was this huge room of I would say it could seat about 500 to 1,000 people, and there was about 10 of us there. So he said, come on up to the front. And I asked him, I said, at this point, I think I have been meditating maybe about 10 years. So, and I've been meditating about 20 years now. And I asked him, I said, how do you meditate? And he looked at me, sometimes if you look at spiritual teachers, their eyes are really glossy. And it's interesting because I've started to notice that the people who meditate a lot or are supposedly enlightened, their eyes are like glass. Have you ever noticed that, Garth? I don't know if you look at, no, you haven't noticed that. I guess I noticed these things. And he looked at me, his glassy eyes, and he said, I'm always meditating. I'm always meditating. And and it took me some time, I would say years, to really grasp what that meant. But but in a way, I think it's parallel to mindfulness, where um, his life is a meditation. In other words, he's continuously present. If a fly is coming into the room, he is being with that fly and one with that fly. So this whole traditional sense of meditating where we're sitting and putting our hands in different mudras, which is one way to do it, I think is a little bit in a box. And you know, you don't have to meditate that way. And so I really liked his answer because I felt like it applied to real life. Like you could be meditating while you're doing the dishes. And what that means is like you're feeling the water on your hands if you're not wearing gloves, and noticing, okay, there's a little bit that needs to be cleaned a little bit more. Welcome, Charlene. We're talking about meditating right now. So feel free to come off camera, and if you want to unmute, yeah, feel free. And so it's about being present with those dishes and really feeling into it, feeling the water. Okay, what are the sensations? Is it feeling warm? Is it feeling cool? How are my hands feeling? Are they getting wrinkly from the water, too much water? So what are the smells coming in? So it's for me, I've kind of changed my definition of meditating to presence. But you can also just start with something. You can start off with a timer where you do 1 minute and you're just breathing. So one of the meditations I like to do is called Vipassana. It's a type of Buddhist meditation. And it's focusing on the breathing and the sensations that you feel in your nose. So it's like breathing through your nose. So go ahead and try it with me right now. Just breathe through your nose and see, are you feeling the coolness of the air coming in? Are you feeling the nostrils on the side? Is it a little tickly? You know, so noticing those sensations that you feel when that air is coming in through your nose. And so breathing through your nose is also just a good practice in general because it helps to filter the air and it's healthier. So that's just a little tip, but that can be one type of meditation where you're focusing on the sensations. And then Vipassana they have a whole center. So you can look into that, and they have like 1 day, 10-day retreats where you're focusing on the sensations in your body. And I like that because it gets you grounded in your body and present. And I think that's healthy because you're integrating mind, body, and spirit instead of leaving your body, because there's also astral travel, or there's something called TM, transcendental meditation, and that's leaving your body as well. But a lot of people have benefits from that. A lot of celebrities do that. So it's kind of like up to you and your style where you want to start. But I would say anything is good. And right now I'm doing this meditation with a group where you could do this with me if you want. And welcome, Charlene. Would you like to say anything? about meditation or anything else? Well, we're happy you're here. Feel free to unmute and be on camera. So I'm going to show you this meditation. This is something where you do a mudra with your hands. So it's a mudra is different positions with your hands that activate different centers in your body. So, and you could look up mudras online. And one is putting your hands together like this, if you want to, on your upper chest. And we're going to breathe in for 5 seconds. And then breathe out for 5 seconds. And then we're going to hold this down there. If you can, hold for, it's already been a few seconds, so hold for 10 seconds. Good. Okay, so now there's another component of this. Now we have our eyes open. So another component that I didn't say is to look at your lip. And so you might be a little bit cross-eyed. So you can look at your upper lip while you're doing this. So we now know the concept of we're going to breathe in for 5, exhale for 5, and hold for 15 if we can. And then while we're doing that, we're going to look at our upper lip, okay? So go ahead and look at your upper lip. Now this, I find this very challenging. Now I'm supposed to, you can do this for 3 minutes, but just look at that upper lip and we're going to do it again. So you're going to breathe in. 1, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hold. Looking at the upper lip. And then breathe in again. 5. Looking at the upper lip and exhale. And then hold. 2, 3. Okay. And then release. We're just gonna, and if you want to stay in that. So how did that feel? First of all, Jodine, without looking at the upper lip, how did that breathing feel? And then with that other component of integrating your eyes, how did that feel?
Well, it was a new experience. I mean, the breathing I do throughout my day,
Good.
but it's like, hitting the top of your head and rubbing your chest.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to do something else, which was just even looking at my lip, my upper lip. So that would take me some practice.
Yeah. Yeah,
Breathing,
definitely.
the breathing was fine.
Mm-hmm. Right. And maybe that's why it's challenging for me as well, that extra component of looking at the upper lip. But breathing can be considered meditation.
Okay.
And I would just say you can either focus on something like your body, like the upper lip, or you can close your eyes. I like to close my eyes because I find that I go deeper. So that was just one type of meditation. But I will also do a guided meditation today. And those are also easier
Okay.
because you just close your eyes and listen and you breathe on your own. And there's also box breathing where you breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, and then exhale. So we did a little bit different with the 5, 5, 15 seconds. But breathing in general, I think is just really a critical component of meditating because it helps to activate the parasympathetic nervous system and help us relax and regulate our bodies. So, so definitely incorporating breathing into your meditation, but start off small. I want to share my background. I'm a really active person. I'm an athlete. I'm like all over the place, just doing a lot of different things. And I found myself not wanting to sit down to meditate. And I came across Wayne Dyer. Do you know Wayne Dyer?
The name, yes.
You've heard the name. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have his daughters on our platform, Serena and Sage. And I'm not sure if Wayne has any content. Does Wayne Dyer have any content on our platform, Garth? No. Okay. But his daughters are on our platform. So so it's kind of interesting to share for them to share their wisdom, what they learned from their dad and everything.
Okay.
And from Wayne Dyer, he has this meditation that's where I started called getting in the gap. Getting in the gap. And so it's like the spaces in between the words. So he would say something and then you would focus your attention. Welcome. Oh, she's connecting to audio. And then you would focus your attention on that space. It's like the space in between. Hi, Claudia. Welcome. Uh, hi, how are you? Would you like to say anything? Oh, great. You unmuted and came on camera. I appreciate that.
Hi.
Hi. Well, we're so happy that you're here. We were talking about meditation and different types of meditation. I was sharing my own journey of how I started meditating. So I started off small with like 2 minutes. I mean, I could barely do 1 minute before. And then I worked my way up, and I have been to meditation retreats where you're silent, and then the whole retreat is like a meditation, the eating and everything. And that was Vipassana. And so that's 10 days. So, and now I find my meditations are still not that long. But I just want to say that, okay, so maybe my meditations are 6 to 10 minutes, and I do it in the morning and in the evening. But I do want to say there's a lot of research. If you look up the benefits of meditation, you'll see research that supports 20 minutes to get the most benefits. So, that might be something to work up to. But I find that I can still get the benefits of that presence. And what I love about meditation, I mean, I teach it, so I'm obviously passionate about it, is that I feel like it connects you with divine timing. I feel like it connects you with the universe and your own divinity so that you can be in alignment and the day goes smoother. I find that synchronicities happen because you're making a point to connect in the morning. So that's why I recommend morning. But I also like it at night before I go to bed because I use it as protection from like entities or likes to help me sleep better. So that's why I like it at night as well. And it helped me dream if I want to have a dream to solve a problem, set an intention with this meditation. I want to dream about this. And my dreams, I must travel in my dreams. They're so vivid and crazy. Last night I dreamt about corn and bountiful corn. And it was about abundance. Yeah. So anyway, so that's what I was talking about meditation. Claudia, did you have it, or Charlene, did you have anything that you'd like to say about meditation?
I can say, so I meditate. I think I really started during the pandemic and then probably became more serious the past 2 years.
Mhm.
And like you said, so I've also played with it, see how it supports me in my dreams with that. And then also and so meditation and mindfulness. So both. And then also for healing. So when I've been going through specific health issues, I may do a meditation around that. So less about following some of these prescriptive ways of meditating, which I do too, but also figuring out what works for me.
I love that, Claudia. That's brilliant. And now I hope this isn't too nosy, but what was the image before you came on camera? Because that was a
Oh, my ears. Okay, that I create.
you created that.
Yes.
Is that you?
Well, I did do it, well, it doesn't look exactly like me, you see, but kind of.
Well, your
Kind,
essence, though,
yes,
right?
but yeah, completely, yeah, completely the essence. More about because I'm all about liberation. So thinking about um the chaos, disruption that's in the world, but also bringing love and peace to it, who I am, and then knowing, and I know for sure that how our ways of being can actually be force for good through disruption. So it's just me and the heart of the warrior in me. Believing
Oh,
that everything, that we can all truly rise from the ashes. Yeah. No division, right? We're all the same, all of that, and believing that and making sure that I always show up that way. Yeah.
well, thank you. I'm so glad that I asked because
Thank you for asking.
yeah. Oh, my pleasure. And you use that as a reminder to be that warrior when you see that heart. And
Yeah, yeah, I just created that recently. Usually I had something different, but it was about liberation, but it was about a throne, right? So when people see it, it's about also, yes, my liberation is important, but also inviting people to, they're welcome to sit in the seat of my liberation because um, it's collective liberation.
mm, yeah, yeah, it's beautiful that you recognize that. And then one of the things that you said also that I resonated with is about healing. So you use meditation for healing, and you don't hear a lot of people talk about that. And I think it's powerful, Jodine, to set an intention before you do the meditation if you have something to heal in your life. You know, in 2020, I was diagnosed with cancer, and my meditations were focused on my healing. That's it. I connected with my cells, I connected with my organs, with my body. I visualized the ocean cleansing me, healing me. That was it. That was my time to heal was my meditation, and it worked. I mean, I did other things too, but we are powerful co-creators, and that was part of my prescription for healing. And highly recommend it. So I love that you said that.
Okay.
And I don't talk about that. Yeah, go ahead, Jody.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'll be gone for 30 seconds.
Okay.
I,
Oh, well, thank you for saying. And if you have to do that, you can always just turn off your camera and you don't even have to tell me.
okay. But
Yeah.
I didn't want to be rude.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
I
we'll
love
keep
what you
going.
said about the healing. And I think a lot of people, because of the way they look at meditation or have heard it or what is seen in what do you want to call it, popular culture, that most people, which is such a travesty, most people think that it's not accessible. Right? They don't know how to connect, or it's just seen like you have to be this monk and all the rest of it. But to your point, right, for personal healing, because that's what it is, for personal healing, it's so important. So I'm really glad that more people, due to the pandemic, right, more people are actually, well, I think are coming to know it in a meaningful way that's really supportive for their own being. Because it starts there, right? Can
Yeah.
pray for others and all the rest of it, but if we're not praying for ourselves and meditating for ourselves and doing everything for ourselves, it doesn't work. It's just pretense, folks.
Well, yes, yes. Thank you for coming back, Jodine. I appreciate it. And Claudia, thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. And it's so true. You're right. And we were talking, it's funny that you say that, Claudia, because Jodine and I were talking about that before you came on, about, just that stereotype of the meditator with like the robe and like sitting in front of a cave or under a tree like Buddha, you know, how can we live up to that? But but releasing all those stereotypes is so healing, because it's really about us and our own connection with the divine and our own relationship that we establish in those moments of silence, because it's those moments of silence that we slow down and think about what really matters in my life. What's my purpose? What am I being a channel for? What's trying to come through me? What's trying to be birthed through me to help others heal and be their best selves, or maybe say something inspiring or whatever it might be. So I like to use intentions with meditation. So you could set an intention to be like, I want my day to flow with ease and grace. May I be in alignment with divine synchronicities and signs. May I notice them to help me be a better version of myself, or something simple like that. Or you could even have a big intention, like a bigger intention could be manifesting something like I would like to go on vacation, or I would like to explore something, explore other areas of the world. And so you can create something concrete. But if you use meditation, you can ground that into the universe, and then also like send it out and like set it free and release it, because also that detachment is important, because God, the universe, they don't want you to be attached to things, because they will bring things in the right time. So there's like a divine timing and things all have to line up. So if you detach from that and are open to miracles, then the journey to that manifestation can be magnificent. And the people that you meet along the way, or the people that maybe inspire you to maybe take a different path, or maybe you think, oh, I don't want that anymore. I just want to be here. I want to be with my family, or whatever it might be. So that journey may go like this. And 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 it's still beautiful. Whether you go this way or this way, God has got our backs. That's what I feel. And it's going to be amazing if you see it that way. Now, of course, there could be challenges, but that's like our soul. Our soul is like, okay, I want you to grow in love. So I'm going to send you unlove so that so that you can feel love. And I've had that. Garth knows the stories.
I know Jodine is laughing like I want to hear the stories. I know there's more than one.
Okay. Okay,
Oh,
Claudia said,
no,
okay.
no.
Do you want to share a little bit? Look, I've got a wagging tail back here. Do you want to share, Jodine?
No.
Okay, no. Okay.
Well, I love the sharing of
Okay.
your laughter because
Oh,
that
thank
is
you.
uplifting. So
It's very joyful. Yes. It warms my heart. Yeah. Yeah, but that's good enough. And then would you like to say anything, Claudia? About
Mm,
anything?
well, I think I think because of conditioning, the conditioning of the world, the conditioning that it can be even, the simple statements that you said, and they are very simple, and it's a journey, right? We have to take people on a journey. So I did meditation training, not necessarily thinking that I will teach people, but everything I do it for myself. Like if I coach others, yes, I can do it. But I'm really at a place now where I think all the things that I'm always learning, that I'm thinking, okay, I can work with clients with this, I can do that, but it's like no, everyone doesn't have to have everything that I have. It's more about my ways of being and what my beliefs are and how I show up as a presence in those interactions, whatever those interactions are, then everything that I learn can come through because you have to meet people where they are. And most people are really stuck in a place of fear, not knowing it. They could be very successful and all the rest of it, but a place of fear and scarcity, even though outwardly and with materialism, it may look very different. And so I come from a corporate background,
Mm-hmm.
which I just left a couple of years ago because I'm full-time caregiving for my mum now. And even in that space, like for me to navigate that space for years, even in a senior leadership role, it was always about doing things behind the scenes with people, really listening to them and understanding people and connecting to their heart and all the rest of it. So when you're in the rat race or you're trying to keep up with everything, this is what's working. It's the brain. So you have to be able to meet
Mm-hmm.
people in logical ways that kind of talk about the brain and how it works and all the rest of it, and then get them to really connect with those parts of themselves where meditation can really support them, but have them doing it in their own way. Like what you said before, it has to
Mm-hmm.
be personal and relatable for someone to try it. Otherwise, it's just wah, wah, wah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point. And it's wonderful that you're doing that, being a full-time caregiver for your mom. And maybe you'll get back to corporate someday to shine. Oh no. Okay. Well, maybe
No,
there will be some
only
light.
in consulting. Only in
Consulting, not
consulting
a job.
I'm working, but oh no,
Consulting.
no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no.
But
Yeah.
to shine your light in those areas,
Yes.
because
Yeah,
that's
the
what I was
coaching and doing.
seeing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just so interesting. Right? Life is such an interesting journey.
Yes, yes, it is. Well, that's too loud. Um, so I wanted to talk a little bit about intentions. So there's some things that you can do to magnify the intentions. You can write them down. So scribing them and also stating them out loud as a declaration. You can also ask for help from your guides or angels. You can say, I call in all the angels to help me with this intention and declare it, say it out loud because the angels don't intervene unless we ask. That's our part of our free will of being here. So you can ask that if you believe in angels or whatever you believe in, because, hey, why not? Why not ask for help from the spirit realm? I think that they love to help us in our lives. and in just beautiful, subtle ways where it's not like a huge push, but it's more of like a gentle putting the right person in your path, or whatever it might be, or a little nudge, a little inspiration comes to your mind. Oh, I need to do that next. And then being brave enough to follow that and follow through with that. Because sometimes I will get those nudges, like, for example, when I do psychic readings, and I always offer like a free 15-minute session. And then I'm getting a nudge now that I need to start getting out there more on like Clubhouse or somewhere, a platform where I'm just like giving a lot away for free. So that's like a little nudge that I'm having that I need to follow through with, that I'm actually not doing that right now.
So you're talking about visibility. Is that what you're talking
Visibility.
about? Ah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, visibility. So you could, so that's one of the things you can do, is you can speak it out loud, you can write it, you can post it where you can see it, read it daily until it comes to fruition. And when is that intention coming from? Is it coming from your heart and your soul? Is it coming from the light? Is it coming from service? Or is this intention more materialistic, or is it too small? Maybe it needs to be something bigger where you're stepping into your true power. So I did want to say, this is coming through. It's like a time for the feminine to rise up. Okay, ladies. Okay,
Yeah.
Garth, you know.
It's like my
Divine
picture. Hey, it's time.
feminine, divine feminine. You know, we've had toxic masculinity for, I don't know how long, maybe 2000 years or something more. But now it's time for, and then see, Garth is divine masculine. This is why he's part of Humanity's team. And there's a difference, right? There's a difference between toxic femininity and toxic masculinity and divine masculinity, where the divine masculine steps back and allows the woman and feels proud that the woman is leading, that the woman is in charge. And we're not making the men smaller. We're taking their hand. We're being right beside them. And we're masculine too. We need to embrace our masculine, because masculine is about doing. And then, so it's like, sometimes we need to do. There's a flow in life. And then there's times where we need to be. And the flow and the being is the goddess, the feminine. So it's like, how are you being? Who do I need to become to allow this intention into my life? Is it time? Am I that person that can receive this intention? So thinking about that too. And then also thinking about the end. How will I feel when I have this intention? Because a lot of times we will have these intentions or goals or whatever they might be, and then we accomplish them, and then we just like move on to the next one. Okay, what's next? But taking that time to celebrate yourself and to be like, we did this, universe. We co-created this circumstance together, and really honoring your spirit and yourself for taking the time to do that, because that's sacred. And it's not something to be passed over. It's something to recognize and then celebrate. And then maybe the next day, okay, now I can set a new intention. I recommend maybe one or two intentions at a time. Even one is like more powerful. Um, but yeah, and then if you feel into what it's like to have it already be manifested, see it as already done, you can also write out that intention like it's already done. I'm so happy and grateful that I'm living in this home by the water and surrounding myself with love and light. There's also self-hypnosis, so you can record yourself and play it or you go to sleep. So that's so that's just another tip. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say about intentions. Does anyone have any comments or questions about intentions?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
love to. Garth, I haven't heard your voice.
Oh,
Can you
hear from
can you
Garth.
just say hello? Yes.
Have to find the unmute button first. Welcome to the program.
Hello. I just want to,
Glad
yeah.
to have you
Yeah. Hello. Okay, I'm complete. That was just my intention.
here.
For me to be completed to hear all voices from my, because I know I came late. Thank you, Garth.
I live in Oregon, by the way, and I've been with the Humanities team for about 10 years. So,
I'm in
and
London, UK.
oh, okay, good.
I love your accent and your energy. It's not just your accent. It's the frequency behind your voice that is so kind and caring and loving. It's just, it's very moving. I loved hearing your voice. So,
Thank you. I'd been in Canada for the last 20 years, and I just came back to the UK 2 years ago.
oh,
2 years
okay.
ago. Yeah. So
Okay.
my accent is all over the place. My unique
Yeah.
frequency.
You're
Enjoy.
unique. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So let's see. I wanted to talk a little bit about the energy of the time. So I referenced Gene Keys, and you can look up more at, okay, so Claudia knows Gene Keys. Jodine, have you heard of Gene Keys? No.
No.
You could just look up genekeys.com when you get a chance. You can just write it down and look it up later. Genekeys. Okay,
It's
so
on my desk.
the
Gene
Gene Keys,
Keys. Yeah, it's got some on my desk. Human design. I have a book on my desk.
yeah. Okay, good, good. So this is part of yes. So I think it's helpful to look at the energy of the gene keys because it's for me it's helpful to know, okay, this energy is going on. It's kind of like astrology, but it's not technically astrology, and I'm not an astrologer. So that's a whole nother thing. The moon cycles, like we have a full moon coming up on the 17th. We just had a new moon. So there's a lot of energies coming down to earth to raise our frequency, to raise our vibration. But the Gene Keys was founded by Richard Rudd based on human design. And what the basis is we have the shadow moving to the gift. So the shadow is inadequacy, not feeling good enough. And then the gift is wisdom. What wisdom do you have to share? And the journey is resourcefulness. How can I move through this inadequacy feeling into wisdom? And so that time started on October 2nd, and that was the new moon area. And then it ends today. So tomorrow's going to be a new phase. But it's interesting about this time because Gene Keys, I was bringing up the feminine earlier, the divine feminine, the rising. So this week is the deep wisdom of the feminine in form and body. So wisdom is found in our bodies, and tune into the rhythm of our bodies. So listen to your breath this week, practice regular pausing and taking moments to simply breathe. And so Jodine and I were talking about breathing and breath before you joined us, Claudia. So that is the Gene Keys. Does anyone have any comments to say about that?
I don't.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then I wanted to talk about Mayan cosmology because there's synchronicities with this. So the number for Mayan cosmology doesn't line up to the actual number of the day. So it's the 7th of October, but in Mayan cosmology, it's a 9 number. So this is a celebration of life's abundance and celebration of all women in our lives. And the number 9 is associated with, 9 months of birth. There's like fertility and number of moons in the gestation period and in the sacred calendar, the calendar of life. And it is women that give life. So the number 9 is seen as the number of life and the number of the divine feminine. It gives all that is attached to strong feminine presence. It's a day in which women may wish to give thanks for their gifts. So what can we do today? Knowing these things, I would say being in gratitude for being a woman. Like, what does it mean to have that divine feminine essence and being grateful for that? And then also thinking about what seed do I want to plant? Is there something that's wanting to be birthed through me, like a project or something new that I want to create in the world? So planting that seed in the feminine light, in the feminine golden energy. So that's all I wanted to say about Mayan cosmology. And, you know, obviously it takes a little bit of like research. Okay, what do I think about this? Do I really believe in it? But I've always felt when I read the energy of the day, so Mayan cosmology, that's the energy of the day. Gene Key is the energy of the week. I find a lot of similarities, and there's something divine that connects all of it together. So I don't know what you think about that. If anyone has any comments, feel free.
How do you spell it? Mayan?
Mayan, Mayan.
Oh, okay, Mayan. Okay. I've never
Yeah,
heard of that before.
Mayan.
I'm born on the 9th day of the month, 9th
Oh,
of November.
okay. Okay, so your birthday is coming up too.
Mm.
So wonderful. All right. So, and another important thing I just wanted to say, this is coming to me. It's important to be grounded during this time. There's going to be complete chaos going on around us, like the news, weather, and even more than that, even like individually in our lives, and to breathe. Like that's what they were saying. But it's really important for the next few months to stay grounded, to stay present, and know that you are protected. Have that certainty that all is going to be okay. Because it's kind of like a tidal wave. And we have to ride this wave to get through this energy. And it's going to be kind of long lasting until I'm getting like mid-December or something. It's going to start to calm down a little bit. So something to keep in mind of the energy of this time is completely crazy, chaotic, solar flares coming in. There's a lot of things that are trying to expand our vessels to be able to handle more light so that we can become powerful healers, luminous beings. But it just seems crazy right now. And this is just the beginning. It's going to get even crazier. So, sorry.
I think a dose of reality is what we should be spoon feeding to more people.
Just a little bit.
Spoon feeding. It's the truth.
Get
It's the truth.
ready. Yeah, get ready. Ride. Hold on to your hats. And no, remember you heard it here. And don't panic. It's going to be okay. So that's from Spirit. All right.
I feel
Now,
like I feel like to that point, I feel like I was built for a time like this. Is like finally, right, with everything like resourcefulness and power and coming to this time, and like to your point about being grounded, and I mean it's a way that I've shown up in life, but now is really needed for people that are grounded, that can hold it, because some people, yeah, like you said, the wave,
Yeah.
emotion sickness.
Yeah, and there's going to be a lot of fear in people coming up. And I feel like that's part of the reason why you came in, Jodine, is to learn meditation to help you ground during this time.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah. So I'm going to be ending this session today with a guided meditation. It's just going to be a quick one because we're going to end at 12:30. So I'm not going to say goodbye or anything, but feel free to reach out if you'd like to connect with me. You can reach out through support,
Okay.
and I hopefully will do these once a month. So thank you. Thank you all. And I'll start in on the meditation. So you're welcome to mute and turn off your video if you'd like that privacy, because I would like you to close your eyes and get into that space. So, okay. Yes. All right, so just get into a comfortable position. And spine straight. And just taking a deep breath in through the soles of the feet, breathing in deep through the core of the earth. Breathing up, 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 all the way up past the head. And release. And just coming into this present moment now. And we're going to visualize a cord coming from the base of our spine, going down, down, down into the core of the earth, into the crystalline essence of the earth. Good. And feeling that grounded presence that you are as you take another deep breath in, breathing in through the soles of the feet, all the way up past the head, and release. And you can even let out anything audible. No one can hear you. It's safe. And just letting it all go. How can I release and let go even more in my life? Spirit is asking you to let go now. What is it that you need to let go of? Bring it up in your mind's eye. And we're going to take a deep breath in, bringing in whatever thought came to you of what needs to be let go of. And when you're ready, release. Good. Letting it go and then transmuting it to the earth. So as you exhale, watching it, whatever you needed to let go of, Mother Nature, Mother Earth has it now. It's sparkling, it's dissipating. You've truly let it go and you've given it to Mother Earth to transmute it. Beautiful. Good. And now that you've let go of that, there is more space in your being. There's more openness. I want you to think about an intention and bring that intention into your heart. Whatever that intention is, just say it in your mind's eye, visualize it, feel it, and you can Just think, I intend to, and whatever it is for you, bring it into your heart. And then feel it as it's already done. Feel, how will you feel? Will you feel at peace, joy, excitement? Will you have a sense of confidence of knowing that you are truly a co-creator in your life? How would that feel? Just embody that now. Good. Feel it. Feel all the emotions that you might feel after this is done. I'm feeling excitement, joy, peace, a lot of different emotions coming through for this already accomplished intention. And then ask yourself, who am I to become? Who do I need to be to allow this intention to flow into my life? Just be that now. See yourself. What are you wearing? Who are you with? How are you feeling stepping into this new version of yourself that's allowing this intention to come and flow through you as you to you? Becoming one with that intention. You are that. Not seeing it outside of yourself, but embodying it. It's your time now. Can you feel it? Feel it in every cell of your being as you breathe in deep through your feet. Again, as you breathe in, that breath coming in is like white crystalline light coming in, lighting you up, lighting up your soul, your being, all the way up past the head. And when you're ready, release. Just truly releasing all that no longer serves you, making space for the new, for these intentions to become manifest, coming back into your heart, seeing that version of yourself. And you're seeing yourself, you are actually in that vision. It's not outside of you. You are seeing it through your own eyes, not another version of yourself. This is you. Feel that now as you take another deep breath in, breathing into the heart. And as we exhale, we're going to breathe out the heart and let that intention go. Letting it go. Good. And just feeling, lovingly let it go. Feeling that detachment. Whatever is meant to happen, you trust that divine timing is happening for you. Have that certainty, faith, and love for life. It's about the journey. What are you learning on the way? How much fun are you having when you're setting these intentions? Are you enjoying life to the fullest? It's time to do that. Experience all of life like you never have before. Treat every day as if it were your last. Appreciate your body, your divine feminine, all of who you are. Good. And just coming back to your body and your being. Any light beings that joined in this healing, please return. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Calling your energy back to you. And I'm calling my energy back to me. Maintaining our sovereign energetic field. And when you're ready, you can start moving your fingers, your arms, your toes. And if you're ready, you can open your eyes. And many blessings. Have a blessed day.